Thought I'd do something a little different, and we would record a whole drive here as we go to Spokane. We're in Olympia, so it's not going to be the longest drive. We're going to go this way out of here. I think it's going to be easier. We're driving our Mac R. That's a mod on the Steam Workshop by Harvin, I believe, and we have an additional mod. It's a sleeper edition for the Mac R. We need to watch this, I don't know, some machinery right there. We're going to miss it, but not by much. I've got an engine mod too. I will try and link all these mods in the description. It's very hard to keep up with them all and just remember their names naturally, because I have quite a few. There's one of the workers there just sitting down. I guess he's on his break. Don't see anything coming, so let's just keep moving.
Turn right.
But the Mac R is a very good mod. Really enjoy it. It's well made. And the sounds are great. Now, the engine sound is a mod, but like the truck sounds, just the bass ones are still really good. I just wanted something with a little more horsepower to this truck.
First exit.
Okay, don't see anybody coming.
Exit
Oh,
now.
we're going left up here. Usually I'm going right when I get up here. So let's go ahead and get over. And we're going to stay in 5th here because there's a light here that almost always gets stopped by. But today we may not.
Keep left. And then
And
turn
yeah,
left.
it's a very short drive here today, as you can tell, just 300 miles. So nothing
Turn
too crazy.
left.
I don't want to record like a 1,000-mile trip because that would take forever for me to upload. But here's my trailer and truck. Got a McLean trailer on this, or a mod. And I mean, it's a good looking truck. There's a lot of customization you can do for this Mac R. And it has pretty much, the only thing it's missing is like the air fresheners and whatnot that you would hang up top. Doesn't have too many options for those. I think the only ones I really have are the Christmas ones. Like the stocking and the winter stars, which are fine, but I'm not really in a Christmas mood in April. Now let's watch out there. But it does sound really nice. This is a really nice sounding truck. Alright. And we'll get on the interstate. I don't know how long we're going to be on the interstate. Like I said, very short drive here today. And we should get this done. Our ETA is 5:54, so we shouldn't have any problem getting that in tonight. Usually I like to sleep through the nights. I don't sleep with the fatigue system that American Truck Sim has, though. I just use the console. You can enable the console in your Steam settings. And then if you hit the, I can't remember which key you hit. Tilde key, I think. That's like the same one for
Keep
Skyrim.
left.
There's a command where you can just change the time yourself. That way I can kind of control how long I'm sleeping. Because I don't like driving at night. I prefer driving during the day and seeing everything. And we're in top gear right now, 8 high. And we're just gonna cruise. I try not to drive too crazy. I'll go a few over the speed limit. Just enough where I won't get a ticket. But I try not to drive too crazy as I go around that turn, probably way too fast. Don't judge me too much. It is just a game. Alright, what's that truck in front of us? Oh, I can't tell. He's going at a pretty good clip, though. Sometimes you get stuck behind some slow trucks in this game. We might be catching up to him as well. Let's put the cruise
Keep
control on.
right.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. We're not going to put the cruise control on. We're going to put the turn signal on.
Exit right. Keep right.
And we're going to keep right. Okay. Was not expecting that. As soon as I put the cruise control on, that's usually how it goes. Alright, let's see if we can... I don't like being in the third lane, because sometimes they end unexpectedly. So I try to stay in the middle 2 lanes. I usually am not in the fast lane though. I'm not passing people very often. And like, see, this lane here is going to end soon. One thing I do wish is that these interstates had more lanes.
Keep left.
Because at least where I live in Kentucky, we almost always have at least 3 lanes in the interstate, sometimes 4. It's very rare to see a 2-lane interstate. I understand its size and whatnot for this game, but it would be nice. So we're already down to 264 miles left. Alright, now we're going to put the cruise control on and see if we can get away with it. Let's go 65. That sounds good. We shouldn't get a speeding ticket for 65. I'm going to roll this window up because you know what? It might be loud. It might have been hard to hear me this whole time. Windows rolling up and down is something that I discovered very late in this game, as well as that I could zoom in. I have almost 900 hours in this game.
Then turn right.
Never mind. We are just all over the place today. I did not know
Turn right.
about the windows rolling down or anything like that until like last year. I don't know
Keep right.
how slow I need to go here. We're gonna go about like this. I think this should be fine. The Mac R, I will say, the Mac R does not handle turns at a high rate of speed very well, so you've got to go nice and slow around. You can get away with some fast turns on a bigger truck, but this one will flip on you without you going too crazy speed-wise. So you gotta be careful with it. Oh, well, we should leave that on. But otherwise, it's a good little truck. Let's just go straight to 8 low. Pretty sights here, of course, in Washington. One of the best DLCs. Colorado's probably my favorite, but Washington is no slouch. You know, and especially when Oregon and Washington came out, they were really the maps that broke the monotony of the desert setting. Those are the first 2 that really gave this game some greenery, some really nice areas. I mean, California has a few places that are nice, you know, especially now with the rework. But for the OGs that have had this game since 2015, Oregon and Washington were a fresh breath of air. Some people might remember when this game, so the scale of this game is 1 to 20. So 20 miles in real life is 1 mile in this game. And it used to be 1 to 35. And it made the game, and the game felt kind of small, and it feels much better ever since they did the rescale. I think 1 to 20 is probably pretty good. East Coast, they might have some issues just because of how small some of those states are. You know, Rhode Island, for example, is such a small state that I don't see how... Oh, we got a guy on the side of the road there. Broken down, poor bastard. Right, let's go to 7 high. We got a slow truck here. We're going to try and get around, maybe. But I can't get over right now because I cannot see properly behind me. We're going way slow. It's a hill here. I understand it. I can't see all the way behind me there. See how they're kind of zooming around me? Okay, we should be good now. That guy's not happy. We did kind of cut him off, but he'll be okay. And I think it was the hill that was keeping these guys going slow. But we're here, so we might as well try and get by them. I try not to speed too much, but I need to get by these guys. I don't want to be camping in the left lane too long. But I mean, look at this game, and I don't have graphics on high or anything. I have it pretty low, actually. Especially when I'm recording, but it's such a pretty game. Great sights in Washington. That's why I wanted to do this drive. Alright, we got a DHL driver here, so let's get on by him. And then we'll get back in the right lane. I have way stations turned off, so we don't have to worry about that as I get over into the shoulder a little bit. Whoops. I have way stations turned off because to me, they don't add much. The only way you really get a penalty is if you don't stop, then you get a $600 fine. I think he's stopping. And then I think if your damage is 10% or higher, somewhere around there, you will get a fine based on that. Alright, let's try the cruise control again. But otherwise, I don't find that they really add that much to the game. It just gets annoying after a while. I would like to see them maybe, I don't know what they could do, you know, get out of the truck, do an inspection. I wish damage was a little more realistic in this game. They can't because of licensing. So, I mean, I get it. That's why they don't have exhaust coming from the trucks. That's licensing and whatnot, and they don't have old classic trucks for the same reason. And I'd love to see a Peterbilt 379. That's a great truck. I'd love to see the Freightliner Classic, which there's mods for these, don't get me wrong. But just having them in the game, the base game, would be great. Alright, we've got to start slowing down here.
Then exit right.
Our turn signal on. We're all good. It says 45 here, and I try to abide by that usually. We're going to slow down a little more because I think there's going to be a stoplight up here. And as far as setup, I have a wheel, pedals, and a shifter. My next goal is to get an actual dedicated rig for this game. A couple monitors. I could really enjoy that. We're going to stay in 6 high, because I think the speed limit's going to go down to like 35 or something here. I might stay at 40, but we're turning up here anyways. So we've got 168 miles left, which is nothing.
Keep left.
We'll be done with this in no time. Let's go ahead and split our gears down.
Turn left.
And that is a voice. That's the same voice actor that does Geralt of Rivia for my voice navigation. I thought that was fun. Let's see where we are. Take a little look around here. Nah, we got a gas station over here. I don't think I need gas. I'll be fine. I have a Real Companies mod. I mean, you can find pretty much every mod I have, you can find at the workshop. I love the Real Companies mod because it really just brings life to the game. So, like, right now we're delivering to BHP. I guess BHP's a real company. I couldn't tell you. I've never heard of them. I assume they are because everything else is. And Lord knows what kind of parking spot we're going to have there. They're not usually the worst, but they can be a bit tricky. I'll tell you, the absolute worst in this game is there is a warehouse in San Francisco, and there is one spot inside the warehouse that you have to back up from the street, and it is not fun. Probably the hardest spot in the game, and there's a few others that are really tricky in this game. I used to play Euro Truck Simulator 2 before this came out, and that game's parking spots now, they have gotten harder now. Back in the day, they were much simpler. Let alone, it's easier to back up a cab over because you don't have the big nose sticking out. You know, it takes a little bit more work to back up the American trucks. But I have heard, I haven't played too much Euro Truck since this game came out, but I have heard, I think it was Iberia that came out that really added some challenging spots. I might have to check it out here soon, because I mean, I have the game installed and all that. And I mean, they're pretty much the same game, just different parts of the world. Before Euro Truck, what got me into trucking games was Grand Theft Auto 5. When they released it for PS4, they introduced the first-person mode, and that got me interested. I would just drive trucks all day with Trevor. He seemed about to be the best for trucking, and it was a lot of fun. And I saw some YouTuber that played a lot of Euro Truck back in the day. Squirrel, I believe his name is. And he's the one that got me into Euro Truck. I just watched his videos a lot, and I played it on a crappy computer for the longest time with keyboard. That's where I got started, was keyboard, and then finally Xbox controller. And now I'm here with the wheel, pedals, and a shifter. It's a bit of a money sink, but not too bad. So we are not too far away. We'll get some speed up here. We got somebody, they're parked. Might have a lane ending up here. I can't see how we do, but it is the left lane. So we should be good. That guy behind us is just gonna have to stay behind us. He's pushing it. Okay, he's gonna wait. You gotta watch him sometimes, man. This game simulates the stupidity of some people very well. You never know what you're gonna run into. We need to slow her down. So speaking of stupidity, I'm flying through here. So we got some back roads. I don't think we're going to be back on the interstate, unfortunately. think we're stuck on this back road for a minute. There are some tough roads. There was a logging job I took, I think in Idaho. Was it Idaho or Washington? It might have been Washington, but either way, I mean, I had to drive up this mountain, and it was like 30 miles up the mountain, if not more. We are flying here. Let's go back to 7 high. As you can see how this truck kind of leans a little bit. We were leaning there quite a bit. Let's slow it down through here. But some of the logging roads can be pretty tricky. Okay, we're turning right up here, so we need to slow it down again.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh, we are getting back on the interstate, aren't we?
Turn right.
Well, I'm fine with that. Make sure we don't hit anything. We're good. Alright. So maybe this interstate here will take us all the way to Spokane, I'm hoping. Usually I don't stay on the lows, but I was going uphill there. Usually I stay in the high gears, but going uphill I'll go into a low gear. Don't want to skip it too much. Alright, there we go. Now we'll get back up to speed. Only 50 through here. Alright. I guess that's fine. And we got somebody passing us here. Looks like we're going to have, 45. Alright. Must be going through some city. Oh, we've got another exit here. Good lord.
Keep right.
They're keeping us moving
right.
here, let me tell you. And this is one you don't want to mess around with. You got to go slow on these.
Exit right.
It says 20, and I believe every bit of it. So we're trying. Keep her nice and slow through here. What I want is track IR. I need a computer that I can set up and have track IR, but I feel like you need more monitors for that to work how you want it to. I don't really know, because I have to use the D-pad on my steering wheel to look around, which is not bad or anything, but obviously it's not as natural as just following your eye movement. I should get over, but whatever, I'll stay here.
Go straight.
That guy's got doubles. Let's see what company he's working for. Pan Am. Alright, I've got a mod that makes trailers dirty. You can see that back trailer. Makes them kind of like rusty looking. And then I've got a mod that gives you kind of, it's hard to tell, but it can make your tires look dirty. Just look like they've been worn. I wish your truck could get progressively dirty and just kind of worn down, rusted. But again, licensing. Not much we can do about it. There's mods that can help. You know, something like that. Maybe stuff get on the windshield. Yeah, because that's stuff that happens. It would just add a little bit of immersion to it. We've got 100 miles left, so we're just about getting there. We're gonna be there 6:19 p.m. I don't like to park in the dark, but we should be good if we can get out of this area here. I've got a mod that makes lights longer because, and I suggest it because the yellow lights in this game are incredibly short. And every light in general is. I get stopped at a lot of lights still, but it feels a lot more natural. We need to try and get by this guy. I know the speed limit is, it's 45. Okay. Like I said, I don't like to be in the left lane for too long. I might have just fooled myself. I did. We got to get back over. That's what I get. That lane was ending too. I'm really good about that. I always get over right as the lane starts to end.
Keep left, and then turn
Got another
left.
light here. So we'll just pull on in
Turn
here.
left.
Hopefully we don't have the trailer sticking out too far. I'm bad about that sometimes. Let's pull on up. Nope, we're good. A little bit over the line, but they'll be fine. And yeah, as I was thinking, we were not on the interstate for very long. They're not. Some drives you get the interstate the whole time. Other drives you really just you can't get it. So we'll sit here and wait. Here's the interior, by the way. You've got the wood panel. You know, everything in here pretty much comes with the truck. I think maybe some. I think the Hula Girl comes with. Does the Hula Girl come with the game? I think there's a DLC where you get truck items or items for like the inside of your truck. I honestly can't remember. And then I've got a compass. I think I've got a wallet over there. You know, just a few things. I think that is an SCS DLC. And I should have showed you the sleeper. Because I really loved the mech, but I really wanted it to have a sleeper. Because I like the way sleepers look on trucks. And this mod was just... everything I needed was the sleeper edition. This is pretty much the only truck I drive now.
Get ready
I really
to turn
like it.
right.
Okay, I don't know maybe how heavy of a turn this is going to be. But we'll slow
Turn
on
right.
down here. Okay. Got a yield sign coming up. People in my town, there's about 2 yield signs in my town, and I go through both of them on a pretty regular basis. And people really don't know how yield signs work. We look good. Some people treat it as a stop sign. Some people don't seem to think that it applies to them. You just never know what you're going to get. So I'm not a big fan of yield signs where I live. Alright. And we've got 84 miles. We've really been knocking them down kind of slow here because we've been going through towns and whatnot. But hopefully here, this is like the home stretch, and we can go on and get this dynamite delivered. There goes Walmart driver. We don't want to go too fast down here. In fact, this looks like it's going to be a bit of a tight turn. Not too bad. A downshift though. Might be better to stay in 8 low, honestly. We're going uphill quite a bit. And some of these windy roads, they'll sneak up on you, these turns. So you really got to watch them. Weird spot for a school bus, huh? I mean, I guess. But there's a lot of good roads in Washington that are off the interstate. Just scenic areas. And we'll keep her in 8 low, because we've got plenty of turns coming up here still. Oh, we got over in that lane a little bit. That's alright. You can hear the rumble strips. And we are knocking the miles down pretty well. See, that's a good view there. I would look at it, but as soon as I look away, I always seem to somehow veer into the oncoming lane right away. I just can't do it. So, I try not to bother so much. I should get a screenshot of it. Yeah, we'll put a screenshot on it. Now, let's watch this turn. I'll tell you what, Idaho has some windy roads too. Be careful in Idaho. I think it was it Twins Falls I went to? It was just crazy roads the whole time. A lot of shifting I was doing that drive. I can't remember if it was Twins Falls or not. I can't really remember which city it was, but I believe it was that one. I'm going to slow her down just a little bit here, just to be safe. And the Jake brake sounds good on this truck. Alright, we're going to have a... what are we going? 40. Alright, thank you for telling me. We'll slow her on down. That should be good. Speeding tickets in this game, let me tell you. If you go like 28 and a 25, you're gonna get a speeding ticket. There is a formula for it, but I really don't remember it. But I think you can go. For 40, I probably couldn't go more than 43. If I went 44, I think I would get a ticket. And if you're wondering about I don't know, what is that? What is that called? The thing at the top, the dashboard? I don't know. There's a display option mod where you can put it at the top rather than it be all in that corner.
Turn right.
Because I find it to be a little bit distracting when it's in the corner. But just along the top, I think it's perfect. And you can get it along the bottom too if that's what you prefer. But I like it up top better. I guess it's like the route guidance or something. I don't know. Alright, 22 miles, so we're pretty much done. And we should get here right before it's dark. I think we have some reverse lights on this truck, so we might be able to see those in action. Reversing this Mac, I think the 389 is the easiest for me to reverse, because I can look out the window pretty well and see what I'm doing. With the Mac, the sleeper extension does stick out a bit. And then with the Kenworth, I like the W900, but the exhaust pipes in that thing will stick out a lot. So you've got to use your mirrors mainly. Oh, we're going to get by that, I think. You got to watch out for those. Sometimes those bars come down and they'll trap the truck, so you got to be careful. Or there's an invisible barrier that happens right before they go down. I can't remember which. That was not the smoothest way to get through that, but we made it. 9 miles left. We're just about done. Now let's see here. It's going to be on our left, I guess. I said hopefully they don't give us too much of a crazy parking spot. Zoom in to check those. Let's go ahead and start slowing her down here. We'll throw on the turn signal.
Get ready to turn left.
Maybe a little early for that turn signal, but they'll be alright. Alright.
Turn left.
We're looking pretty good. I did have an icons mod that got rid of a lot of these, like your green icons, but I don't know what happened to it. It doesn't seem to be working right now. So we're back to the default mode, which is okay. It's not really a big deal. You can turn off icons in your settings, but the mod puts a different sort of ground display, like a ground sign for you. Helps with immersion, but just turning them off in general, I think that gets rid of anything. So we're gonna put this shit in park real quick. We're gonna get out in free cam mode, and we're gonna see where we're parking. Oh, ooh, this is a bit of a pain. I'm trying to think how we're even gonna line this up. They just gave me the worst one, of course. I have skilled parking turned on. I mean, because we don't really have room to turn around there. So I think we're gonna have to go around. Oh lordy, this is gonna be a challenge. This is gonna be a challenge. Oh, whoops. I always forget about the parking brake. Well, we're gonna approach this the best we can, but we don't really have room to just...
This is where it ends.
We don't have room to get in front of it, I don't think. Let's take another look real quick, actually. I don't think we have room to just get in front of it. Because of this, yeah, well, I tell you what. We might be able to sneak her in right here. That might be easier. I think we'll try that. Because that doesn't look too steep. But I can't go on that far hill there, that's too steep, and you'll start rolling down fast as hell. Problem is going to be getting that trailer angled back the correct way. This is going to be a challenge. let's see how we're looking. This might have been a mistake, but not too bad, I guess. And for this truck, I've got to use my mirrors quite a bit. The left side mirror, a little harder to use. There's bits of the window that kind of mess it up. So see, like right now, I can't see that well. Okay, we're gonna get out and look here. Okay, we've got to watch this gravel here as we stall her. We've got to watch this gravel here. See how we get up on it. That's all right. I'm telling you, this is not going to be easy. We got to take this slow. All right, let's see how we're doing now. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. We don't want to go too much more right, though. So see right here, see that bar there? That will really mess with you. I can't see. Okay, now I can kind of see where we're going. But it really will mess with you just a bit. I think we need to go more left. Okay. This is a challenging one. Alright, we're going to stop again. This is called get out and look, alright? Okay, we need to go more left. I don't like to, like, move while I'm looking outside the truck. But you gotta look some. And you gotta take your time. See, like right now, I'm blind. I'm completely blind on that. Well, I've got the little mirror, I guess. Alright, let's pull forward a little bit, because I think I messed it up. I went just a little too far left. Let's go down to 3. But yeah, see, if that stuff wasn't on the window there, it'd be really nice. Now, I could go back. I think I have a mod that moves the mirrors forward. And that's probably the issue. It's not the creator's fault. Okay, so let's keep her... Let's keep her like this for now. And now we'll give it some left. Okay. We've about got her, I think. The truck isn't going to be perfect. That's alright. Okay, we about got it. I don't really care how the truck looks. Alright, let's see how we're doing. I tell you what, I'm going to take that. It ain't perfect. It ain't my best job. But it's better than nothing. And that is the drive done. We brought our own trailer, so they just unload it for us. And there we go. Thanks for watching. I might do a few more videos like this. I don't know.